I guess we'll start now then. Um, I guess we'll start now then. Hi, online. Oh, there's still about 10 seconds left on the ad break. Let's make this a bit awkward. Yep. There it is. Okay. Hi, welcome to the online place where we play video games together. Well, it's mostly just me playing the video games and you watching me and provoking me and poking me, but still, togetherness. Isn't that really what this is all about? Except for the fact that Fiona isn't here today and I'm very lonely. Fiona has okay, let's start from the top. Let's start from the tippy top. Let's get everything all set up and proper on the streams, and let's intro this propers. So boom, back to you in the studio, me. Haha. Yes, it's me in the studio. Thanks, me. Hello to all of the people out there. For those that don't know, Fiona is away on her summer job, which means she's working super duper hard in the middle of a field doing archaeological, I think I said that right, archaeological studies. And apparently this is the busiest weekend of the year where she just can't come back. I guess because all the dinosaurs have come out of the ground and they're all alive now and they have to do like a Jurassic Park thing. That's pretty much what I'm dreaming in my head. Anyway, she can't make it back this weekend and she sends her love and she apologizes, but she will hopefully be back to normal next week. I mean, she's still going to be at her job, but she'll be able to come home for the weekend at least next week for a couple more weeks. So, and then everything will return to normal about halfway through August, hopefully. I think that pretty much covers that. I have other news, I think. Hold on, I'm trying to remember all the things I wanted to say before we got into the game. Sonia isn't here. Where is Sonia? Okay. Okay, she's literally, I think she's getting ready to jump up on the couch. She's doing that thing where she wiggles her butts, as if she had more than one. Wiggles her butt, trying to find the right angle. Sonia, are you gonna join us soon? We're gonna stream video games on the internet. Okay, fine, whatever, you just sit there. Okay. So today, we're going to be playing a video game called Dream Daddy. And I thought, for those of you that maybe wish to celebrate the occasion, I have temporarily for this stream changed the tit noise to a daddy noise. Out of context sentences you never expected to say. So yeah, just to get in the mood, just to get in the spirit, one night only. For those that don't know, on my own channel, I have a donation noise of me saying daddy really weirdly just to annoy Fiona whenever she's streaming. And I thought, hey, why not get more use out of that? Because that's not weird. Right, so I hope you're having a good time. I hope everything's good in the hood with you all. We're going to play Dream Daddy. Now, I wanted to talk about this briefly before we got properly started into it. I've never seen a Game Grump before. I don't know what that is. I don't really watch YouTube that much. Apparently this is made by them, and for some reason that makes this popular. I'm completely out of the loop on that. I have come into this with no bias or preconceptions. So, although actually, one thing I did when I first heard about this game, I kind of immediately dismissed it. I thought this was going to be kind of just cashing in on the lol, so random, just dads dating. Ha, aren't we wacky and funny? But I've been reading a few things about it, and I kind of feel like maybe, just maybe, if we play this completely straight, and by that I mean the other kind of straight, I'm going to play this completely gay, but if we play this completely seriously, I feel like we might actually get quite an emotional experience out of this. If they have written this well, if they have designed this to not be that wacky random humor and actually have a serious visual novel emotional connection going on, I think I might actually enjoy this quite a bit. So yeah, I just wanted to start the stream by saying that, because I know a lot of people might have a lot of preconceptions about what this kind of game might be, and they might be expecting a bit more humor and stuff like that, but I am genuinely gonna try and just experience the story and just see how that goes. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Oh man, let's try and figure out how to do this first. Let's try and get this up on the screen, shall we? And a 1, and a 2, and a... Nope. God. And now, no. Oh, jeez. Okay, right. It's one of these kind of streams. I am going to be taking just a little sip of chocolate milk here. Oh, man. Right, let's start that again. Good point in chat. Remember Hatful Boyfriend from earlier this year with me and Fiona? That was kind of painted as a lol so random birds dating thing, but then the story actually became a lot more serious, and then I actually almost cried at one of the endings. It was, yeah. Anyway, I figured it out now. Let's go. I had a setting wrong. There we go. Right, off to a start. I have no words. It's off to a start. It's certainly off to a start. Let's click to begin. Right, I think let's see if there's any options I need. Streamer safe mode is on. Yay, that's good. This is kind of overpowering. Let's start a new game, shall we? Always help a friend in need. Music stopped. Oh.
Hello?
Hello. I think I have to voice things. I think we have to approach this like Hatful Boyfriend, and I need dialogue, so Z Z Z Z Z dot 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 Z Z Z Z Z Z dot 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 Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z dot dot dot. Right, I understand now. There's a character. Okay. Dad. Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z Z dot dot dot. Dad, wake up. I will pretend to be dead. I let my tongue roll out of my mouth, and I stop breathing. Amanda shakes me. Come on, Dad. This hasn't worked on me since I was 6. I'm sorry, Amanda. This is the end for me. Dad, I swear to God. Amanda, I bequeath to you all of my earthly possessions. Spread my ashes over my recliner. Okay, well, your corpse better get into the moving van because it's leaving soon.
Hello?
I finally open my eyes and I sit up. I'm lying in the middle of the living room, spooning a moving box. I yawn and I stretch. Morning, Amanda Panda.
Ugh.
Yikes. Dad breath. Go brush your teeth.
Build that dad.
I don't want to play this anymore. No, come on. Okay. I need to get into the zone. I need to think like a dad. I need to think like a dad. I need to be a dad. I need to figure out my dad bod. Do I have the athletic tank bod? The thick tank bod? The slim tank bod? The athletic binder? Ooh! That's amazing! Wow! I was not expecting that as an option. Okay, pleasantly surprised by that. That's awesome. They have trans inclusion going on here. We can be a trans dad. Why not? Why not? Let's make this... Oh man. Let's go full rainbow on this stream. What kind of bod am I having here? That's the thick binder bod. Why not? Yeah, I'm suddenly into this. That's great. We're building that dad. I have a smile on my face from that. That's really cool. I've never seen any game have that option. Except for like The Sims, maybe. Okay, hair. 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 Oh, Goku. No, no. How about we just make me? There we go. How about we just do me, but some alternate universe. So something a little bit like that. There we go. This is good. Off to a good start. Off to a good start. I'm feeling that dad vibe. Okay. We're making progress, guys. We're halfway through the options. I am loving this. Okay, this is... Yep, perfect. Okay. What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking so far? This is great. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna rock this whole dad vibe. This is gonna be absolutely amazing. I suddenly have just... I don't know, I feel inspired. Just by that one option, I feel like this game might actually be something cool. Let's go without any facial hair though. Glasses though. We could have the Space Commander vibe going on. Oh, you can't change the actual lens color though. Let's ditch the glasses then. Nice. Good options, good options. Oh yeah. Okay, this is the vibe. This is the vibe I'm going for. Okay. How does that look in a different one? No, I think this is it. I think this is it. We are gonna be the best gosh darn dad the world has ever seen. This is it. I'm still debating the glasses though. Still debating that. Too much I think. Too much I think. If I could change the lens colour and make it pink, it would all fit in, but the yellow kind of clashes. Too much. We're just going with that. That is it. Any option I've missed, anything I've missed, anything I could refine. I don't want to look depressed. I want to be glad that I'm a dad. Yeah. Just slightly, slightly older. A little bit of bags under my eyes. But ultimately still rocking it. Still being that gosh darn awesome. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Looking good, daddy.
Name that dad.
Of course. Well, it could only be one thing. What do you think? We got the vibe? We got the vibe? I'm waiting for the vibe in chat. Okay, there's the ha-ha-has. That sounds like I'm onto a winner there. Let's go with it. Be that dad. I want to meet that dad.
Be that dad.
Okay, I have to get back into the serious game face now. Okay, no, I want to play again. I want to play this completely straight, and by straight I mean the other meaning of straight, because I'm still going to play this game. Let's go. Did you fall asleep packing? I got most of it done, I think. Touching around the room, it looks like I did a pretty good job. Every box is sealed, except for one. Wait,
Hello?
straggler.
Huh?
What's in it? Looking into the box, I see a bunch of old photos and little photo albums.
Alright.
Whoa! I haven't seen these in years. I pull out one of the dusty albums from the top of the pile and we begin looking through it.
Huh.
That is the coolest baby I've ever seen. Well, the only way your father and I, Finn, Finn, Joey and Finn, the only way your father and I could get you to stop crying was to put the sunglasses on you. But whenever we tried to take them off, you'd just start crying again. You spent the first 2 years of your life with sunglasses on. Nice. Halloween, when you were maybe 4? Oh my god, that dragon costume. You couldn't decide between being a princess or a dragon, so you went with both. Princess Dragon. Why do I remember crying in that dragon costume? Well, you saw yourself in the mirror and you realised you were afraid of dragons. Seeing yourself inside the dragon's mouth was a realisation of your greatest fear, I think. Right. Yup, definitely repressed that memory. And this was you in your horse phase. Dad! I believe you named that plush horse Sir Horsington the Brave.
Oh no.
I don't think that was his... Amanda lunges for the photo, but I quickly snatch it away and hold it above her head with my superior dad arms. Nice try, but this is important blackmail for later down the road.
Nah.
Go ahead, try me. I've seen pictures of you and your scar band. Ouch, kid. The Scummunist Manifesto had a chance back in the day. I look off into the distance, reminiscing about that rad horn section. Hey, it's Emma P.
Oh.
No, Dad, that's Emma R. I didn't meet Emma P until high school. Honey, I promise you, wholeheartedly, I will never stop mixing those two up.
Ugh.
Dad, Emma R's been my best friend since I was 7. Give it like a little bit of effort. Oh, right, Emma P was the one who pooped her pants during a sleepover. Yeah.
Oh.
Dad, that was me. I did that. Oh. And I was having a sleepover with Emma R, who isn't Emma P. Never told anyone, though. True blue, that Emma
Daddy!
R. Okay, that's
Hey,
that.
how's it going, father?
It is going good, child. Thank you.
Oh.
Anyway, I got to show this to Emma R later. She'll get a kick out of it. First photography award you ever won. Yeah, and it got us a $20 gift card to McFriday's.
Yeah.
And then you got food poisoning from the cheesy tostada blasts. I think you mean food poisoning, you know, with a Z.
Ugh.
Dad, still can't drive past McFriday's without gagging. Still proud of you, though. Amanda reaches deep down into the box and pulls out one last photo. Neither of us say a word. We stare at the photo for a long moment.
Oh.
Daddy! Thank
Time
you.
to meet some dads, father.
Yes, child. Let us... Anyway. Finally decide to break the silence. This was the day we adopted you. Kind of a funny story. The day we brought you home, we got into a car accident. It wasn't anything big, just a little fender bender in the parking lot, but of course I was freaking out, and the little old lady who crashed into us, she was freaking out, and I didn't know what to do. But your father, oh man, he holds my hand and looks me directly in the eyes, calmest I've ever seen him, and he says, "It's okay, it's all gonna be okay." And he was right, you know. I stare at the picture for a little longer, maybe too long. I miss him. Can't even imagine what it must be like for Amanda. She pats me on the back. Come on, pups. We gotta finish packing. Moving van won't wait forever. You're right. Amanda and I, we pile into the car and we take one last look at the old house. So many memories here. It's hard to believe that Finn and I, we bought this place almost 20 years ago. Hey, remember when I shattered the front window playing catch? You always had very strong arms. Hey, remember when I shattered the other front window pretending to be a robot who breaks windows? You were a very imaginative child. Hey, remember when I broke the back window? We get it, Amanda, you break things. And there'll be plenty more stuff for me to break in the new place. Memories to make and stuff to break. You ready? Well, we sit in silence for a moment and I watch my daughter grow up in this house. It will forever hold a place in my heart, but things just a little bit to leave it behind. I'm ready. The moving van begins to pull away and I get the car into position to follow it. I watch our house, our old house, disappear in the rearview mirror. So what? So sell me on our cool new pad. Well, I clear my throat and I do my best cheesy announcer voice. Nestled in beautiful scenic downtown Maple Bay, our new house features multiple places to sleep, and not only are there bedrooms for your sleeping pleasure, but couches and floor space where you can, yes, catch a wink. What a deal! I mean, if sleep went for the week. You sleep more than anyone I know. I admit my faults, Pops. I keep it real. Anyway, it's also smaller than our last house. Cozier, one might argue. Good spin. I think it's great. Won't we be closer to a lot of cool stuff that we can walk to, so I don't have to waste gas and, I mean, trying to park downtown, you know. Amanda, you know you're gonna have to learn how to parallel park at some point, right? Not gonna happen, pups. I think someone needs to do a 3-point turn on their attitude. I don't know how to do that either. Have you met the neighbors yet? Not yet, but the neighborhood seems pretty quiet. So you won't have to chase any rowdy teens off your lawn? You are the very teen you mock when you say that, honey. I'm in my last year of high school. I'm practically dust. Yeah, you're a real... Don't you dare. Senior? Dad, I know where this is going. Citizen. I'm just gonna ignore that one. But I won't forget it. So what's item 1 on the new house agenda? Well, first we need to forge a path through the solid water boxes that's blocking the living room. I still have to install the washer and dryer, and we need to go grocery shopping, and... Pups, cool your jets. You have to promise me that we're going to take a break and just explore the neighborhood. Okay, you're right. We'll get some work done and then we'll check the area out. We pull up to the new house and we step outside. Lawn is freshly mown and the for sale sign is still in the yard. Yeah! And with a swift kick from Amanda, the for sale sign is no more. Nice form, Sweet Pea. I got a problem with authority! I'm so proud. Man, all that karate chopping tucking me out. Could really go for a sandwich. An ice cream sandwich. Sweetie, it's 10 AM. We need to unpack first. Much as I would also like to enjoy a delicious and undoubtedly healthy ice cream sando right about now, we got some work to do, kiddo. And we need to make it snappy because there are 5 sealed crates of DVD box sets blocking off the bathroom, and I gotta pee real bad.
We got this.
Well, don't let the entire cast of all 13 seasons of Shark Tank, but with actual sharks, stand in your way. Let's get to it. get to work, unpacking the various boxes around the living room. A couple hours pass and get some good work done. The washer-dry unit is both washing and drying, and we can actually walk through the living room without tripping over any boxes. First visitor already? I walk over to the door and I open it. Don't know what voice to use. Hello.
Oh.
A handsome, clean-cut man stands at my door, brandishing a plate of cookies. Hello? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Joseph. I'm your next-door neighbor. Oh, hi. Yes, I'm Joey. That's my name. My name is that.
Oh.
I saw the moving van and, well, thought I'd bring over some cookies. My daughter Christy wanted me to let you know she baked them herself. Joseph leans in and whispers.
Oh.
But between you and me, she just sprinkled in the chocolate chips.
Good one.
We both share a laugh. Kids, right?
Ooh.
Wow, cookies, huh? So nice to meet you. Joseph hands her the plate of cookies with a smile. Well, thanks for the cookies.
Oh, Kirk Douglas.
Amanda disappears. Oh, with the cookies. Amanda, come. She's gone. That's my daughter. Her name's Amanda. She's a charmer.
Oh.
Daughters are tough. Sons are also tough.
Yeah.
Children in general are just tough. I hear that. I mean, there'd have to be something wrong with you to try raise more than 2. I have 4 kids. What have you done? Oh, I meant, don't worry, you didn't mean to be rude. Oh, no. This is the first neighbour I've met, and my social life is already in a tailspin. Wonder if it's too late to just move again. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Is the, missus around? Mister, actually, and, no. Not anymore. He died.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm sorry for your loss. No, it's alright. Wow, this is uncomfortable. You stand there quietly for a moment, acutely aware of just how awkward we both made things.
Oh.
I'm sorry, can you close the door real quick? I look at Joseph quizzically, but comply, and after a second, I hear a knock on the door. Opening it, I see Joseph standing there again with a huge smile.
Oh.
Hey, I'm your new neighbor, Joseph. I promise not to talk about your dead spouse this time, and I'm throwing a barbecue for the cul-de-sac, and I'd love for you to come by and meet the rest of the neighbors in our community. What do you say, pal?
Oh.
That sounds great. My daughter Amanda and I, we would love to stop by. Also, 4 kids, perfectly normal amount of children to have. Of course. We shake hands to seal the deal.
Oh.
Well, neighbor, I'll see you at 3 PM sharp on Saturday. Sure thing, neighbor. Whew! Joseph starts walking away, but stops to think for a second and seems to turn around. Hey, in all seriousness, raising a kid on your own, it can't be easy. If you ever need to talk about stuff, I mean, I'm the youth minister at a church down the street. Oh, I don't know, I wouldn't really consider myself a youth.
Yeah.
You look pretty young to me, but suit yourself. And with that, Joseph's gone. You seem nice. Amanda walks back into the living room, crumbs on her face, cookie in hand. That was the smoothest recover I've ever seen. I should be taking notes. See? You're already fitting in great. Where'd those cookies go? Well, they're gone. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, they weren't very good. So you ate all of the not very good cookies anyway? I guess that makes it break time. Any ideas? Joseph does probably want his plate back, but I'm still feeling a little bit awkward about the whole thing. Let's just get some fresh air. Let's hit that park down the road. I saw a ton of dogs there when we drove past. Okay, will you help me steal a dog? For the last time, I can't fit a dog into the pockets of my cargo shorts. It's physically impossible. You're breaking my heart, Pops. Okay, well, that was a chapter of the story. We've moved into our new house. We've met one of the neighbours, awkwardly. I don't know really if I'm fitting into this place. I'm picking up on the vibe of the game though quite a bit, and I'm getting into this. I think that, yeah, someone in chat saying that they think the writing's pretty cringy, but I think it's pretty charming to someone else. That's pretty much what I would say too. Let's just co-opt all the words from chat. Yeah, I find it quite endearing. I'm digging the vibe so far. Yeah. A little break for chocolate milk, and then we get back into it. Let me know what you think in chat. I'm paying attention to you guys, honest. Just a lot of things to read. Right, here we go. Amanda and I, we begin a stroll through the neighbourhood, and I can't believe how beautiful it is outside though. Kids playing in the street, the flowers are in bloom, and the faint smell of a nearby barbecue is drifting through the air. This place is nice. Too nice. I don't trust it. Good eye, honey. You can never be too careful. See that baby in the stroller over there? Government operative. We're on to you, baby. We walk for a while and eventually end up at a small park. There are toddlers chasing each other through the playground and dogs of all shapes and sizes romping through the grass. It's pretty crowded, but Amanda spots a nice empty bench. We start to make our way over to it when... Heads up! Ow! Frisbee suddenly hits me right in the face. A corgi with a neat plaid handkerchief tied around its neck bounds up to me, wagging its tail. Did you throw this thing at my head, little dog? He runs around in a circle and nudges my leg with his nose. Oh god, this is the cutest dog. Impart upon me your wisdom, tiny dog. How did you know? My god, this dog knows more than he lets on. You definitely could have caught that. A guy in a Hawaiian shirt jogs over to us and takes a frisbee from me. You know, frisbees are traditionally caught with your hands, not your face. Well, you're traditionally not supposed to aim for people's heads. But I'm fine, thanks. I'm just messing with you. I'm Brian, by the way. I'm Joey, and this is my daughter, Amanda. I look over at Amanda, only to find her sitting on the ground, rubbing the dog's tummy. Hi! Your dog's cool. Oh, Maxwell sure loves the attention. It's great to see another father and daughter out here on such a sunny day. Where's yours? Ryan gestures over to a grassy knoll where a young girl sits on a checkered blanket. She's reading a book bigger than her head. She puts it down and begins heading over towards us. This is Daisy. She's reading the Brothers Karamazov. Her teacher tells me that she has the reading comprehension skills of a high schooler. How old is she? 10! She's a precocious little youngster. Whoa. My natural dad instinct kicks in. I must brag about my child's accomplishments. Oh no. It's happening. Oh, this is great. Come on, Daisy. Tell them about yourself. That's my girl. Amanda, get in there. Okay. Okay, fair amount of HP. Fumbling through your phone's browser, you managed to pull up a photo of Amanda winning her 10th grade spelling bee. Wow, congratulations, Amanda. Daisy's getting prepped for her annual spelling bee right now. Hopefully, this will be her 3rd win in a row. Yikes. Okay. Daisy just started a weekly chess club at her elementary school computer lab. She's the president too, of course. Dang, my high school doesn't have a chess club or a computer lab. Damn. Okay. Okay. Can't switch daughters. Amanda's trying to... Great, okay. Brag. Let's just brag. Amanda here just recently won a local photography award. Wow, congratulations. Nice, okay. Daisy actually just won a statewide poetry contest. Damn! Okay, okay. Grade card. You pull a wrinkled copy of Amanda's last grade card out of your back pocket. Dad. Awesome grades! Brian loses 25 HP. You really carry that around everywhere? Ouch, maybe it is kind of weird. Daisy sold enough candy bars this year to get the top prize, a canoe. We're taking it out next weekend. How is that even possible? Amanda could barely get one of those sticky hand things. It's extra powerful. Critical hit. Okay, okay. Nope. Come on, come on. Last week, unprompted, Amanda helped an old woman with her grocery bags. Extra powerful. Nice. Did I mention Daisy said her first word at 10 months? Daddy. Amanda's was potty. Still cute, but maybe this isn't time to bring that up. Okay. Okay, it's close. But I think we can still win this. Let's go for another brag. Well, Amanda's in all honors classes this semester. Okay, decent hit, decent hit. Oh, really? I'm actually talking to Daisy's teachers about having her skip a grade. Damn you, Brian! Even Amanda kind of bristles at that one. Dang. He's really got us beat. Boy, it's been such a treat getting to meet you two. Ah! Did he have to add insult to injury by being such a gracious winner? So, take it you guys are new to the neighborhood. Damn! He's so cool! He just went in and out of that like a pro. Damn you, Brian! He's too good. We just moved in. Do you live around here?
Hey.
Yeah, we live in that cul-de-sac down next to the coffee shop. What a coincidence, that's where we live too. Small world. Yeah, Daisy and I are in that little ranch-style house on the corner. I know that house, it's just like ours, but slightly bigger and better landscaped. Does this guy have to outdo me at everything? Oh, what a lovely place.
Hey.
Well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Really nice meeting you guys. You'll have to stop by at some point. Yeah, definitely. Bye. Ryan and Daisy walk further into the park with that adorable dog Maxwell happily trotting along in tow. Do you get the feeling that he was trying to one-up us? Trying. And succeeding. Can't believe that kid's only 10. What was I even doing at her age? I believe he had a bit of a thing for horses. Shame that didn't pan out. Could have majored in comparative horse studies. It's not too late to minor in horse creative writing. Too close to the truth, Dad. Let us never again speak of the fantastic adventures of Sir Horsington the Brave, an epic in 7 parts by Amanda Cool as Heck. I didn't twig that my daughter would have my Cool as Heck surname. That's amazing. We laugh off the horse epic and walk around the park in a bit blah. I can talk. We laugh off the horse epic and walk around the park a bit more, enjoying the day. All that horsing around. I think it's time to check out that coffee shop. I could really do with some coffee about now. Gotta get my hands on a nice hot cup of the old bean juice, so I'm gonna be useless all day. I think we passed the coffee shop on the way here. Maybe we could check it out. Let's do it. I wonder what dad I'm gonna meet in the coffee shop. We walk down the street. to the Coffee Spoon. Cute little place on the corner.
Yeah.
Man, this is in such convenient walking distance from our place. I mean, I guess. What's wrong? Why would I go somewhere else and drink coffee on a couch when I could just drink better coffee at home on my own couch and not have to make awkward eye contact with other people? Now you took my language, me. At least when I'm home, some random guy isn't going to come up and sit on the recliner next to me and I won't feel like...
Daddy!
Boy, this game sure makes parenthood sound fun. Eh? It sure makes you want to adopt some babies with Fiona. Eh? Eh? Father?
Okay, let's move away from that topic quickly. Thank you. At least when I'm home, some random guy isn't going to come up and sit on the recliner next to me and I won't feel like a little weird about it because technically he's not sitting at my table, but he is very much within my personal zone. Dad, And what's the etiquette when you have a dirty mug? Is there a bin? Do you go set up on the counter because you don't know where else to put it? Or do you just leave it there and feel your face flush hot with shame as you consider the possibility that there is in fact a bin somewhere just outside and now you're that jerk who left that mug? Dad, you're just afraid to meet new people? Yes, Amanda! We walk inside. The inside of the coffee shop is incredibly warm and inviting. Vinyl records line the walls and patrons lounge around on well-worn couches. Some cool tunes spin on a record player next to a little stage.
Hey.
Welcome to the Coffee Spoon, guys. How's it going? What's with the name?
Oh.
Oh, it's kind of dumb. Gets mentioned in this poem I like, and I thought it was a good idea at the time, and I suppose now it's still a good idea because, like, the business is still running? People ask me that question all the time, and I give them the same answer every time, and now I'm standing here rambling, and I'm sure we're all getting more and more uncomfortable, and the more I keep talking, but man, we're in it now, and I can't stop.
Hey.
So, what'll it be?
Ah.
I scan the chalkboard menu, and I'm immediately overwhelmed. I'll have a... Okay, I have to go with the Ice Tegan and Sarah. Favorite band. I appreciate the other puns, but the Ice Tegan and Sarah, that's the one for me.
Hey.
Ooh, that's new. What happened there? I saw that visually. Good choice. I do get it, but I guess in dad terms I don't get it. Oh, it's a pun. Tegan and Sarah, really awesome Canadian indie band formed in 1995, nominated for a Grammy in 2013, and known for being masters of not only pop hits but meaningful lyricism.
Hey.
This guy talks a lot. I'm doing the thing again, aren't I?
Oh.
We're coming right up. And for you? I'll have a Macchiato DeMarco, please.
Hey.
Coming right up. Do you want that in small, medium, biggie smalls? Medium. Wait, is biggie smalls big or small? I should change that, shouldn't I? Matt sets to making our drinks, and Amanda and I take a seat on one of the couches. What's his deal?
Yeah.
Let the man make his puns. They're cooler bands than you listen to anyway. Hey. Hey. Scar was cool once. This couch is actually pretty comfy. Maybe not comfier than our couch, but it's alright. Good lumbar support. Sink right into it. Okay, it's comfier than our couch. Amanda nudges me.
Ah.
This place is right next to our house, and that guy seems not only cool, but also just as uncomfortable with talking to other people as you are. You should totally become friends with him. I don't know. Come on. What did we say about meeting new people? I can't meet new people if I always stay inside and also don't go outside and also don't talk to people. I get it. See? We're making progress. Matt sets our drinks down at our table and I have a sip. The iced Teagle and Vera is delicious. That was good. Hi, Hi, well, we're new in the neighborhood. I'm Amanda, and this is my dad, Joey.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, right on. Pleased to meet you both.
Oh.
You ought to come by when my daughter's hanging around the shop. You two might get along. Yeah, I'm sure we're maybe coming in from time to time. Amanda kicks my leg from under the table. I'm sure we'll be in here a lot.
Oh.
You know what? Let me get you guys' opinion on something. Matt goes into the back and comes out with a fresh plate of something that smells amazing.
Hey.
I'm working on a new banana bread recipe and need some help coming up with a name for it. Well, I think we're gonna have to taste test it first so we can,
Hello, Zoey, princess of the mushrooms and somehow a dad now. That is cool. What do you think of Miitopia, the spin-off of Tomodachi Life? I mean, it's got the same quirk as Tomodachi Life, but with rebounds per game magic funds. Also remember to raise that kid well.
I will. I will raise this kid as if 'twere my own. Also, I completely forgot Miitopia was a thing, and I might check that out on a future stream. Thank you for your suggestion, and for your donation, it is most appreciated. Now back to being a dad. I have to get back into the spirit, hold on. Channel your inner dad. Okay, well, I think we're gonna have to taste test it first so we can get the full flavor profile of, you know, and really appreciate the flavor sensations of... Amanda nods vigorously. She knows this game. Yeah, we need to give that nana bread a taste if you want us doing free creative labor. I think that would be commensurate with... I've taught her well. We have trained for this day. I was just going to give you guys free banana bread anyway. Right, yes, that. Matt served us each a piece. Amanda and I happily chowed down.
Yes.
This is amazing.
Oh.
Thanks, the secret ingredient is bananas. So, any ideas? I'm stumped. Well, I think I might only be able to give you dad band puns, but I'll give it a shot. Right, said banana bread. Grateful bread. In brackets, banana. Banana bread Kennedys. Yeah, all kind of sticking to a similar theme there of being terrible dad puns. Let's go with... Grateful Dead, probably my favourite band out of these, so we'll go with Grateful Banana Bread. Ooh, didn't like that. Oh well. Like the jam rock band fronted by Jerry Garcia. You know, Grateful Banana Bread.
What?
That... Or did he like that? I couldn't tell. I thought like evil shadow was coming off of him, like he hated it, but apparently that has a nice ring to it. Really?
Hey.
Yeah, Grateful Banana Bread. Strong decisions. What's up, baby? Can't tell if he's being genuine with me or not.
Hey, yeah.
I wanted to say baby because I thought it would sound cool, but once I said it, I realized that it just doesn't sound good coming out of my mouth, and maybe I should have just left saying baby to the professionals.
Hey. Hey.
Enjoy your coffee. Thanks, baby.
Hey.
See? Sounds good when you say it. Across the way, a man catches my eye. He sits by himself, brooding over a cup of coffee. Our eyes meet, but for just one moment. Damn. I hastily look away, hoping he didn't catch me staring. Staring? Who is that? We finish up our drinks, and we head out.
Hey.
Thanks for stopping in. Take care. Okay, now that we're full of caffeine, where to? I need a nap. It's the only option. We just had coffee. Have you ever known me to play by the rules? Your father is a rebel, sweetie. Now all aboard the train to Sleepy Time Junction. As we're walking home, I hear heavy footsteps come up behind us. Who's this now? I don't like visual novels where I'm trying to voice it and I don't know who the question marks are for, so I just have to awkwardly say Joey, bro.
Hey.
I turn around and I'm greeted by a familiar face jogging up to us. Okay, who is this? Craig?
Oh.
Bro! Bro!
Oh.
Holy wow, I haven't seen Craig in forever.
Hmm?
It's been too long, dude. Yeah, wow, yeah, you look great.
Hey.
Yeah, cleaned up my act. Cleaned up his act? Are you kidding me? He's ripped. Amanda, this is my friend Craig. We went to college together. We were roommates for a while too. Amanda, dude, you probably don't remember me, but you're so big now. Hello, and hello, cute baby. Ah, thank you. Last time I saw you, I think you were about her size. This is River. Say hi, River. He picks up her tiny wrist and waves it around. River gurgles happily. Gaga! Are you babysitting? Nah, dude, River's my kid. Man, it has been a long time. Feels like 1 minute we're rolling up to exams with bad hangovers, next we're both fathers. Where you been, man? I was working out in California and just relocated the business back to Maple Bay, bruh. No kidding. Amanda and I just moved to this side of town. How's Smashley doing?
Oh.
I mean, Ashley. Ashley is her name. She actually still goes by Smashley and... well, got divorced last year, bruh. Oh, dude. I'm so sorry. It's old news, bruh. Take turns taking care of River and the twins. It's all copacetic. Twins? 3 kids?
Oh.
Ain't life something, bro, right? Kegstan Craig is a father of 3? Kegstan Craig?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that was my old college nickname. He got it because he did a lot of keg stands. I mean, it's that thing where you do a handstand on a keg and then you, like, drink from the keg, bro. Right. He was very good at it. Yeah, bro. Hate to be that guy, but in the middle of my daily jog and really gotta keep up that heart rate, bro. Brought River along for, you know, resistance training. You jog daily? I mean, I jog yearly. On January 1st, you know, when I promised myself that I'm going to jog daily for the rest of the year, but then give up after 30 minutes and just walk home. Bruh.
Oh.
Well, it's never it's never too late to get back into it, dude. You should join me sometime. Ha! I don't know about that.
Hey.
Come on, bruh. It'll be fun. We can grab breakfast afterwards, catch up. We can do a bro brunch like the good old days. Alright, sure, sounds great. Great! Let's get the going soon, bruh. Better get moving. Good to see you guys. Craig gives a little wave, puts his earbuds back in, and jogs off. He's so freaking cool! Can't believe Craig is ripped and has kids. I'm reeling. Why is that? The Craig I knew is not fit to be responsible for any living thing, including and especially himself. One time I watched him drink an entire jar of marinara sauce for dinner. Amanda, he opened up a new jar of marinara sauce and then he drank it like it was a thing that normal people do. It was unholy. And then I asked him what the hell he was doing, and he said, and I quote, "It's basically a smoothie, bro." I mean, technically he's not wrong. He jogs. He was jogging.
Oh.
He's like a totally different person. Anyway, I better get home. I'll have plenty of time to reflect on how old I feel later. Amanda and I, we flop down onto the couch. Amanda has to shove some empty boxes out of the way before she can sit.
Huh.
Too bad we're going to be putting my stuff right back into these boxes in a few months. No, don't say that. Ah, Dad, it's going to be okay. I'll be fine. I know. It's just... you're my little girl. It's gonna be weird not having you around. I'll come visit. I'll text you every day and I'll take lots of pictures. I mean, obviously I'm a photography major. You promise?
Huh.
Of course. You're gonna be okay by your lonesome. Oh, come on. I'll be fine. I'll get a dog or something.
Yeah.
A dog.
Yes.
Forget art school. I'll stay for the dog. Is that what it's gonna take? Medium-sized dog, handkerchief around the neck. I get to name it. That's what it'll cost for me to give up on my dreams. I'm a woman of simple wants and needs. Well, the dog is a lot cheaper than college. Suddenly, a pile of envelopes slides through the mail slot. Speaking of college... Amanda darts over to the envelopes and shuffles through them. She pulls out one and throws the rest back on the floor. This is from McGowan College of Art and Design. Open it! But... I'm scared. It's just an envelope. Yeah, but it's like... my entire future. Not a big deal. She takes a deep breath and rips the letter open with her teeth. We have a letter opener, but okay, let's... yeah. I hold my breath while Amanda's eyes dart back and forth, scanning the letter. Pause for dramatic tension. What does it say? The admissions committee has reviewed your application, blah blah blah. We... Her face drops. Regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to the McGowan College of Art and Design. Amanda throws the letter on the coffee table. Oh, sweetie. It's okay. I kind of saw it coming. I knew I shouldn't have put that experimental stuff in my portfolio. The admissions officer told me they just want to see portraits or whatever. I pull Amanda in for a big hug. You're an amazing photographer. I know how much work you put into your portfolio. So some other school is going to want to snatch you up for sure. Yeah, I know. It's fine. Are you actually fine, or are you just saying that? I'm fine, really. Her face says the opposite, but probably shouldn't push her on this. Oh, before I forget, Emma P, they're sleeping over tonight. So, you need me out the way because I'm painfully uncool? I would choose more delicate phrasing, but yeah. Well, have you know that I conveniently already have plans for tonight, so you'll have the new place to yourself. Yeah? Well, what are your plans? Quick, think of plans! I have to attend the union meeting. That's the most believable thing. Boss man's been riding us pros too hard. It's time to rise up for our rights. Dad, you're not even gonna invite me to the riot? I'm sorry, sweetie. It's an honest day's work for an honest day's riot. I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to watch the game. Nice. Recovered. Which game? You know, the game once done tonight. The game on TV somewhere other than here. Okay, cool. While you do that, I'm gonna do drugs and commit some light arson with the Emmas. I am concerned that you're hanging with the wrong crowd there, Amanda Panda, but... Amanda shrugs. I would have expected you guys to be up to a white-collar crime by this point. Maybe money laundering at the least. I'm a street rat, Pops. You're kidding about the drugs and crime, right? Yes, Dad. Just making sure. I give her a pat on the head. Have fun with your sports. You're being sarcastic? No, making fun of sports is played out. Alright then. I do some light cleaning around the house and decide to clear out right before Amanda's friends arrive. Before I leave, Amanda stops me. Hey, don't forget that you have that meeting with my English teacher tomorrow. Oh, right, Mr. Vega? Yep, totally remember that. I will be there. Wow. think a little time for a little break there. Just gonna stretch my legs a little bit. Ow. Just ow. I say that as I kick my desk and hurt my knee. Ow. So what are you guys thinking of the vibe of this game so far? I'd be interested to get your thoughts from the chat there on my other monitor. Hi other monitor, how are you today? I am really picking up what this game's putting down, you know? I'm really digging the vibe. I'm liking it. A whole nother world, a world that I could never experience as a dad. It's not really my scene, but I feel like this is a good simulation of that experience. I have no idea what I'm saying. Who is your favourite potential dad so far? What am I saying? This sounds also weird out of context. I gotta admit, out of all of them, I am interested in that silent guy that was in the coffee shop. Not Matt, but one of the other patrons. He had the eyes, you know. Park Dad. A lot of votes for Park Dad. Simon Dad, the dad that had Manju. I understand now. Yes. Okay. Okay. Someone in chat wants me to be their dad. I cannot do that. Can't do that. Sorry. Bad dad? Why are you guys saying bad dad? Coffee dad? Is he a bad dad? What are you guys saying bad dad? Oh, brah dad. Yeah. How's it going, brah? He was, I mean, he's Craig though. We've known Craig for a significant portion of our lives, and maybe that would not be the best fit for us. Anyway, shall we get on with the story now? Okay. Wow. Guess I really didn't think this plan through. I'm not entirely sure where the closest bar is, and Amanda still hasn't shown me how to use the GPS on my phone, so guess I'll just pick a direction and walk. Let's go this way. Cool, okay, we're marching. Marching in the direction of the game. Any game, really. In the distance, could it be... a big, burned-out neon sign hangs above a tiny dive bar. Jim and Kim's, huh? Alright, it'll do. The bar is small and dimly lit and has a rather loud backing track. The crack of pool balls sounds in the back as patrons laugh and joke. A string of multicolored Christmas lights hover above the bartender. I can't tell if he's Jim or Kim, and I pull up a seat at the bar. What'll it be? One beer, please. Sure thing, boss. The bartender slides me an ice-cold beer. I take a sip and I enjoy the refreshing taste. Say, are you Jim or Kim? I'm Neil. Oh! I awkwardly turn my attention to the game, which is playing on one of the TVs on the wall. As luck would have it, my team of preference is not only playing, but is currently in the lead. Always a good thing. The brightly coloured mascot, which is some kind of animal, does cartwheels. I silently cheer on my favourite team, hoping that I don't get into any confrontational arguments with a fan of opposing team. Several people in this bar are wearing the distinctive colours of the team I dislike, although I believe from their demeanour that, like me, the passion for their team is all in good fun. Sports.
Hey.
A middle-aged woman holding a nearly empty wine glass sidles up to the bar and sits uncomfortably close to me. Hey, sailor. Oh, hello. Good to see fresh meat in here. I'm Mary. You come here often? Oh, no, I actually just moved to this part of town today. I'm Joey, by the way.
Ah.
Are you watching the game? Yeah, my preferred team. In the lead. If they keep this up, they'll win the game with ease.
Hey.
Oh, I love that team, and I also love that game. I'm someone who knows their way around balls. I'm getting the impression she's a little drunk.
Ah.
Buy a gal a drink? No. Maybe some other time.
Come on.
Suit yourself, sailor. Mary saunters off, setting our sights on the newest bar patron to enter. That was not for me! I happily watched the game over another beer. I like how beer and game are capitalized. The game has gotten close in terms of points, a little too close to what I'm comfortable with. After a particularly skilled player scores a number of points for the other team, putting them in the lead, I hear an affirmative grunt from another man at the bar. Go team, also capitalized. It's the brooding man from the coffee spoon. Oh boy. He sits alone, sipping whiskey and watching the game as well. Forget Mary, who was that? Who's this now? Enjoying the game? I am now that we're winning. Oh, we must be rooting for different teams. In my opinion, my team is far superior. I have to disagree with that. Based upon our win-loss record, I'd say that my team is the superior team. That's where you're wrong, since, as it stands right now, my team is beating yours. The conversation ends there and we both go back to silently rooting for our respective teams. The game is close, both sides playing their hardest to win, but in the end, my team prevails. Quiet cheers ripple through the bar. I raise a respectful glass at the man drinking whiskey. He raises his in response, an unspoken truce formed between us based on mutual love for the game. He motions to the bartender, who pours 2 glasses of whiskey. The man slides one over towards me. The name's Robert. Thanks, I'm Joey. You must be new here. Mary already hit on you? Yeah. Robert chuckles. Ha. She's a peach. Well, you picked the best bar in town. Slimy as it is, you'll never find a better spot than Jim and Kim's. Is there actually a Jim or Kim that runs this place? No, that'd be Neil. Neil waves from across the bar. Good guy, Neil. Not enough Neils in this world. Okay? You a whiskey fella? Beer fella? Beer, but I drink most things. You like shots? I like shots. Thank you. Robert nods to Neil, who serves up 2 shots of whiskey. He hands one to me. Here's to your health. We take the shots. The whiskey burns going down, but I try my hardest to look tough. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, Joey. This guy's out of my friend league, but I think if I play my cards right, we'll be pals in no time. Compliment his rugged good looks. Your face is good. Thanks. Wait, I think this is what flirting is. Man, this guy's mysterious. And cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals to the bartender for another round. What are you doing here tonight? Just running from my problems, man. The usual, you know? I like your style. You get us up. Be right back, I got a powder my nose. Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. I guess so. I gotta admit, Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom, grabs his leather jacket. I'm gonna go home. You heading my way? Robert and I leave the bar and we find ourselves walking in the same direction. I live in this cul-de-sac down the way. Does everybody live there? Me too. We just finished unpacking today. Great place to be. Good neighbors, well, some of them. Who's that? We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop, and he turns to me. I don't kiss and tell, Joey. So are we doing this or what? What? You know, you wanna come inside or not? A wave of realization rushes over me. I begin to blush. I laid it on smooth. Well, I don't see why not. That sounded smoother in my head, but let's do it. Follow him up to his door. He fumbles with his keys for a second and unlocks the door, leading me inside. The moment the door closes behind us, he pushes me up against the wall and begins to kiss me, grabbing my hips. Come on. Robert takes my hand and leads me up the stairs and into what I assume is his bedroom, but it's so dark I can't see anything but Robert's intense expression. He kisses me again and I can hear him shocking off his jacket. I clumsily take off mine too. His hands roam down my chest and suddenly he's tugging at my belt. I don't normally do this. Do you want to stop? No. Good. Robert continues to unbuckle my belt and he guides me to the bed. Let's have some fun. Sunlight streams in between the slats of the blinds. My head is pounding. I really overdid it last night. Wait a minute. This isn't my old house. Or my new house. Oh. Right. I look around for Robert, but I find myself alone. Hello? There's a clatter from the bathroom and the door opens. Robert is fully dressed and grabs his keys. That was fun. Yeah, it was.
Oh.
You should go. That's certainly not what I was expecting. Well, talk to you later? Robert cracks a smile and lets out a weird noise. Sure, your clothes are over there.
Hey.
I hastily get dressed and show myself out. The sun is unbearably bright. I need to lie down. I start to make my way back home and suddenly I remember. Amanda! I got an achievement for that. I rush back home and I throw the door open. Something smells delicious. Amanda? Amanda runs out of the kitchen and looks slightly disappointed. Oh man, I was kind of hoping you had gotten kidnapped and I was going to have to come rescue you. No, I made a friend at the bar last night and just ended up sleeping over at his place. Where are the Emmas? They left a little while ago. Oh, you guys have fun? Yeah, watched some movies, ate snacks, stole a car, usual sleepover stuff. You teens and your larceny. So, this breakfast that's cooking, what's that about? Well, there's hash browns and eggs and bacon. Can I... Yes, you can have some breakfast. Bless you, sweet child. My head throbs. Ugh, I gotta do something about this hangover. Amanda, your loving father might have overdone it last night. Ooh, somebody's hungover. Father of the year. You wouldn't happen to have any aspirin or... I've got just the thing. Hang on. Amanda runs to the fridge and pulls out a jar of pickles? Amanda, what?
Yeah.
Drink this. The pickle juice? Yeah, it's what I would assume someone would use once. I would also assume that it works pretty well. Although I've never tried it before and won't try it, obviously. Amanda Ann! Who gave you alcohol? Was it one of the various Emmas in your life? Dad, chill. Amanda, I have never had an ounce of chill in my life, and you should know that by now. You better not be drinking alcohol in this household. Uh-huh. Just drink the juice. It's better work. I down a sip of the tart juice. No, more than that. Way more than that. I mean, I assume. Watch it, you. I drink more pickle juice and help myself to the delicious breakfast that Amanda has graciously allowed me to partake in. After inhaling some hash browns and dunking several pieces of bacon into runny egg yolk, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Amanda grabs her backpack and her keys. Well, I gotta get to class. Don't forget the meeting with Mr. Vega, okay? He said it was important. Love ya. I'll be there. Knock 'em dead, kiddo. Always do. We do our secret handshake, and she's off. I get a little work done at home before I glance at my watch, and, well, it's almost time for the meeting. I hop in the shower, I change clothes, and head on my way. Still just a little bit hungover. I arrive at Amanda's school, and I check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker, and they send me on my way. I feel pretty haggard after not brushing my teeth or showering, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, room 103, 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and I approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around and looks me up and down with heavily lined eyes. Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting. Mr. Who? Mr. Vega! I don't know, if you try the exit. Okay, wise guy, you gonna help me or not? Fine, up those stairs, to the left, can't miss him. I head up the stairs and I walk around. I'm unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere, and after a couple minutes of searching I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I get back to where that low-rent Jared Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly, a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker.
Oh.
Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? Fine, Mr. Vega. Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool.
Oh.
You must be Joey. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back? Mr. Vega leads me in and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this. Alright, where were we? Now you can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye. Yes, Colin? Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter. Alright, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Now please, sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that the bell for the end of the period rings, all of the students immediately get up and just make a break for the door. Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook. Nobody's listening. Or not, I guess. Mr. Vega turns to me and just sighs. Middle schoolers, right? Don't you teach high schoolers? Both, you know, budget cuts. Right. Thanks so much for coming in. No problem, Mr. Vega. Please, call me Hugo. I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm rather concerned about her recent behavior. What's going on? Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally just chalk this up to senioritis, but this is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. It hasn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong. I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home? We just moved house, that could be it. I mean, it was only to the other side of town, and she was more excited about it than I was. Well, just see if you can talk to her about it, yeah? Well, I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance if she keeps heading down this road. Well, I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that, honestly, she very clearly deserves. Well, I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo. Anytime. On my way out, I stop, and thinking for just a moment, I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo? Yeah? You ever catch that rye?
Oh.
Yeah. I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. Still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide this so well from me. She's always been such a force of positivity in my life. Especially after we lost her. After we lost Finn. Amanda must be done with classes for the day by now. I'm sure she'd at least appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can at least talk to her about what's going on. I pull up to the carpool and Amanda hops in the passenger seat. Say, did you have fun gossiping about me? Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes. So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time? It was a very productive meeting. I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner? Sure thing. We can make something at home. Actually, why not? Let's make a day of it. Here we go. Let's go to the mall food court. Does it sound good to you? Yeah. Sure. Why the mall? Jeez, can't a dad take his daughter to the mall? Will you buy me things? I will buy you a thing, singular. Sounds like a deal to me. We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda is playing a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes, I'll start again. Sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents, and that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do, and that's okay. But also sometimes it's good to have the parents' perspective, because you know maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. Maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Have you been reading my tweets? You have a Twitter? What? Never mind. Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you haven't been participating in class, and you're not turning things in, and... Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis know that. You know, I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class. It's fine, he's fine. We pull up to a stoplight, and I Amanda. She's still texting. Just, I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything, okay?
Dad.
Uh-huh. I can tell that, well, whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it, and that's frustrating. I heard Emma R's going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting. Yeah, yep. Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school? Yep. Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny? It's you wouldn't get it. Okay. Who you texting? Noah? Who's Noah? My friend? Does he go to your school? Yup. Do you like Noah? What? No. Dad. I can't believe you... Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would... Gross. Sorry, just asking, you know. Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend. Okay. Jeez. This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. Guess that conversation's over. To the mall, then. We arrive at the mall. Big, indoor shopping centre, couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. I see something disgusting for dinner. Hell yeah! Language, Missy. Heck yeah! Better. We approach the food court and we evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here. What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar? Bread with cheese on it? Want me to just inject some fat directly into your bloodstream? I extend my hand to her. Would you do me the honour of sharing some nachos? She takes my hand with a grin. It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive. We order a giant pile of chips and unnaturally orange cheese from a very unenthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and we dig in. These are bad. These are very bad. But also strangely delicious? We have to eat through the pain. We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Hard topic to broach, but can you explain memes to me? Which meme? All memes.
Ugh.
Amanda sighs deeply and places her head in her hands.
Ugh.
Dad, it's complicated. See? Okay. Memes, they're called memes, are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it, and the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, all us youths, we've already done the joke to death, okay? And what's worse than that is that movies, TV, video games that try and jump in on the meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make those things, the meme will have already been long dead by the time it comes out, so it just dates and it isn't funny. Oh shit, what up?
Aww.
Dad, please.
Huh.
Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now? Want to go to that goth store?
Huh?
What? You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment. I don't know what store you're talking about. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and it's basically an assault on what people fought so hard against in the punk and hardcore movements in the 70s and 80s. That one. Dude, you've still got to be a bit more specific. The one you threw up in that one time. Oh, that one. Amanda runs into the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back. There it is! You can still see the outline, kinda. I'm so proud. Speech! Amanda! Speech! Oh, alright. I'll do it if you stop chanting. I'll do it if you stop chanting! Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate an historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago now, our very own...
Have you ever heard the story of Darth Plagueis the Wise, young Master Shin?
I thought not. It's not a story the Jedi would tell you.
Wrong
It's
speech.
a Sith legend.
This isn't the
Darth
speech.
Plagueis was a Dark Lord of the Sith, so powerful and so wise he could use the Force to influence some midichlorians to create life. Law means law.
That wasn't what the speech was. Probably wondering what a May was. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago now, our very own Amanda Ann Kulisek had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to dead Gotham Beyond to buy a... refocus, get in that dad spirit. Okay. After begging her father to take her to dead Gotham Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all over a display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for said merchandise, which, to this day, remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping. Slowly at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head.
Hey!
Oh hey! Chain wallets. While Amanda busies herself looking at band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest to myself. Not much for a dad to look at in a dead Gotham Beyond. Just look at the ironic mugs, I suppose. I'm suddenly stricken by existential fear. If there's only one number one dad, why are there so many mugs here that say that? This whole time I thought I was the only one those mugs were for. If I'm not number one, where do I place on the global dad ranking charts? I have work to do. Look, this is very important to me. I overhear a stifled argument over at the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair. I can see that. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just work here. Listen, when I bought this online, the website said this blouse was Victorian-inspired. However, when I received it, it clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage. Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon? Is there a manager present? People have to know what they're buying. I am the manager, sir. I see. Well, would seem that I have outstayed my welcome then. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter, by post, of course. Whatever, dude. The man whirls around and storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they are Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up to me with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes. Hey, Datron 5000. Yes! I'll buy it for you. Wow, that was easy. Thanks. At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier. I love your hair. Cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So what was that guy's deal? Cashier rolls her eyes so hard I'm worried she'll pull something. That's Damian. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever. She hands Amanda her bag and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and we head home to get some rest. Amanda and I, we sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream. Oh cool! Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favourite, right? Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted. This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, the twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet. Oh no! The ghosts done got control of the truck! I can't steer on them, they're damn ice roads! Let me use this EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits. Flynn, we're about to die! Ah, almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, you're gonna die. That's because we are about to die. This is art. The episode ends, and Amanda excuses herself to go start arguments on the internet. I stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone after the disastrous ice road accident. Afterwards, I crawl into bed, and just try and get a good night's sleep. And I think this is the point where I'm just going to have to go on a little 5-minute ad break because I need to get a new drink. And also we need to run a little ad break here. I hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. I will be back momentarily. We will see you in about 5 minutes. Feel free to go get a drink. Use the toilet if you need to. That's important. Just helpful dad advice there. And I will catch you in 5 minutes. Be right back. I hope you guys have been enjoying this so far. I hope that my voice acting is adding to the experience rather than detracting. Bye. See you in a bit. Hey babe. Yeah, how's it going? That's good. I'm streaming a game about dads right now, and yeah, you'll see it when you're home. Yeah, but I just wanted to. This is silly, but I feel like how do I I want to become a dad, Fiona. Like physically, emotionally, spiritually. I just want to embrace everything about it. I don't think. Yeah, no, please. Let me finish, please. I don't think this is gonna work. I don't think you can provide. No, babe. I know, but I know, but please, let me finish. Let me finish, please. Okay, I just yeah. Look, you can't provide. I've yep. My mind has been awoken. Okay, by a game that I'm playing right now. You'll be able to see it when you're home. Okay, my mind has been awoken. Yes, and I need. No, I'm not. I'm not making this up. I'm 100% serious. I need. You'll see it. You'll see it on the stream. You'll see it when you're back home. What? When you're home? Tuesday? Okay. Well, whenever you're home, you will be able to look at the VOD. You'll be able to see it. It'll be up on YouTube, whatever. You'll see that this game has. I mean, it might even change your life. No, really. I know. I know. Look, you don't have to believe me. You don't. Yes, fine. This is all a prank. This is all a joke. Whatever. You can. Okay, fine. Just don't believe me. I will. Yep. No, I mean it. I'm gonna turn into a dad. I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my life goal now. That's the only thing that means anything anymore. Goodbye. No, goodbye. Goodbye. Yep. Look, the ad break's over. I have to go back to. Yep. Okay. Well. Okay. You know what? Screw you too. Bye. Okay, hey guys, back from the break. Hope you all had a great time, getting a drink or whatever. We are back. We've had our first day. We've had our first. Wait, is this the second day? I guess we did already kind of sleep, over somewhere last night. So this is the second day now. And are we having a dream? Is this the part of the game where it becomes Dream Daddy? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's get to it. Z Z Z Z Z Z. Z Z Z Z Z Z Z. Morning, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. You have never ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up. Fine. We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a bookcase. So, you excited for the cookout today? Crap, that's today. Okay. Well, if there's food, I'm excited. I'm all over those terrible store-bought sugar cookies that everyone brings to parties. Yeah, those are bad. Which means there are more for me. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me.
Oh.
Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon.
Oh.
The social butterfly. Well, we better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late. What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? You know what? We're going early, just because you said that. I head out the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. Guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on the table next to 2 other veggie plates. Huh. Hey! There's Joseph! I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. Welcome. I'm so glad you two are here. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest.
Yeah.
Hi.
Oh.
This is Christian and Christy. They're twins. They stare creepily and say nothing.
Oh.
Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh no. It's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here?
Oh.
Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary?
Hey.
Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him.
Oh.
What? You have to...
Yeah.
Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure.
Oh.
Mary, this is our new neighbor, Joey, and his daughter, Amanda.
Ah.
I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. Mary leaves. God, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows what Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor, but please, you two, enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Wow. I think I've actually met everybody else. Great. I bet you're excited to get to know everyone better. Hope you both enjoy yourselves. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. I'd never known how to pronounce that word. Is it deviled or deviled? Whatever. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. Ugh. I don't want to have to make friends.
Ugh.
Exactly. Ugh. Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. We're going to talk about weather.
Oh.
Go. Do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barrister from Coffee Spoon? Oh, dang, Robert's here? Dang, Robert's here. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? And isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Gotham Beyond? And Amanda's teacher? Hey, Anna Craig. Oh, wait a second. All of these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right. I better investigate. Chat? Any preferences here? Kinda gonna leave this open. Leave this open to the floor. I'd appreciate your input here. Burger time is the first thing I see in chat. Burgers, 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 burgers. Surprisingly, a lot of you saying burgers, actually. Okay, fair enough. Burger time it is. Wow, okay. I guess we know my true love. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes. I can talk. Joseph closes his eyes. That's actually quite hard to say. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. Easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen.
Oh.
You guys think that was my first time in front of a grill? It's working faster now. Effortlessly. Blur. Sorry, I'm losing my speech. I shouldn't have gone on that break. I should have just carried on in the dad mood. Let's refocus. Okay. He's working faster now. Effortlessly tossing cheese onto... Okay. He's working faster now. Effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique.
Oh.
You probably didn't know this, Joey, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship, bro.
Oh.
He's unbelievable.
Hey.
I've tried to get on his level, but just can't catch up.
Hey.
Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him.
Oh.
Master, do we keep talking about this? Can't we just appreciate the artiste? I've never seen him make a mistake.
Ah.
Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Please stop! All of the children at the party boo the glorious display of puns in unison.
Nice.
Alright guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans. We will grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers.
Oh.
Man, so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac.
Hey.
Kinda nice, isn't it? Feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid.
Oh.
We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're gonna like this neighborhood a lot, bruh.
Hmm?
Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all of the kids. If she decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing.
Oh.
Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it.
Huh.
Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmen Sita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Achievement unlocked.
Ah.
Pretty fun party, don't you think? I feel like I was at a networking event. I'm gonna get LinkedIn notifications out of this, I just know it.
Hmm?
You don't think it's nice that people want to connect with you? Not when their affection jams up my inbox, metaphorically speaking. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place, though. Me too, Dad.
Huh.
Amanda and I, we arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. It's like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh. Is that okay? Of course, just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room, all the lights turned off. You're not going to do that, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I will never do that. Okay. Do you have plans tonight? My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna throw a party, of course. I have friends too. A real rager. All the other dads in the neighborhood, they're invited. I'll see if I can get you a spot on the list, but honestly it's looking tight and you may just have to wait in line. I know the guy at the door. I'll get in no problem. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun, of course. Plop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman.
Aha!
I've sent my birth certificate and adoption papers to your P.O. box. Just sign them all. Don't
Yep.
read them. Send
Yep.
them back. And bada bing bada bang. You're welcome.
Bada bada bing, exactly. I'll get right on that. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary and mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like, just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about, just a lot of yelling. I glance at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen, still waiting for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond too. Soon. Unless she's driving home now, in which case I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than that. I taught her better than to text and drive, and also to drink and drive. I reach into the freezer, grab an ice cream sandwich. A little late for this, but yeah, I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. Check my watch again. And then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No. No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging... How do you pronounce that? I'm sorry. Are not helping my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. Can't help but think of all the awful things. All the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God! It's her! Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. What's up? Sweetie, thank God you are safe.
Ugh.
Yep. Now that I know she's okay, I'm kind of really mad. Why didn't you answer my text? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, I guess I didn't see those. He starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann! Whoa! Pulling out the middle name now? Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew. You didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out, and I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I don't like your attitude. You can't talk to me like that. Are you serious? Stop treating me like I'm some child. And stop acting like one. I told you to check in with me, and you did not. How am I supposed to trust you? How am I supposed to trust you to make good choices when you move out if you can't even check in with me? One text was all I asked. I sit down on the couch, and I just put my head in my hands. I feel very tired, all of a sudden. You really scared me, just... Please don't do that again. Oh, alright, I'm gonna go to bed now. Amanda closes the door to her room. I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said just keeps echoing in my mind. You're not gonna be like this when I go off to school, are you? Definitely didn't sleep well last night. Brew some strong coffee, make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as some kind of peace offering. She eventually wanders into the kitchen. Hey, I thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you, and I said I was gonna do it. I said I was gonna do it, and I didn't, and I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I trust you to make good choices. I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you a space from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself. Team cool as heck. Team cool as heck. Amanda gives me a hug. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them? Already did. Bless you. Amanda scarfs down the eggs in the time it takes me to wash the pan. Alright, I'm off to school. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing. Before you go. What? What's Dadbook? It's a social media platform. Wait. What? What's a social media platform? Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda, I'm an old man. I can't do a Dadbook profile all on my own. Alright, I hope we sound interesting on the internet. Amanda spends the next couple minutes setting up my profile on Dadbook, which, as it turns out, is a place where dads can get together and talk about fatherhood. Alright, Pops. You gotta fill out your profile. Let's get some likes, some dislikes. On a Friday night, I'm most likely to. Netflix and grill, baby. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? My last shaker of salt. My last shaker of salt. Screw it, let's go with that. What are your turn-ons? Comfortable with crying? What did you want to be when you grew up? The president of space. I feel like it's turning into questions for me. Should I be on Dadbook? What's your favourite movie genre? Old comedies that haven't aged well. What's your ideal date? Trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost. Let's just go with all of these options. Being emotionally vulnerable. What do you never leave home without? My crippling low self-esteem. My sick vape was an option. Damn it, I should have gone for that. I spent a lot of time thinking about if I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill. You know what? That's how proud I am of my child. Profile complete. Wow. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. Oh. You should message one of them, or more than one of them. All of these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad.
Welcome. You've got dads.
How do I replay the last 10 seconds of my life and experience that again? You've got dads. Okay. What sorry. Gonna take me a moment. Pause. Pause. Yep. Take two. Take two. You're doing this? Chocolate milk break. Okay. 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 We've got dads. Who do I go for? Do I go for Craig, bruh? Do I go for Matt, the barrister? Do I go for Brian, who hit me in the head with a frisbee? Probably not that one. Robert. Kind of explored a lot of Robert already. Do I go for Joseph? I kind of don't want to get involved in that whole Mary thing and what's going on there. Hugo. I don't know how Amanda would feel. I don't know how Amanda would feel about me talking to her teacher so much. Damian seems interesting. Craig, I at least know what I'd be getting. Why am I talking like this as if I'm... I want to go with one of these three. Craig, Matt, Damian. What do you think? I think Robert has given me everything he could possibly offer me. Brian seems nice, but I mean, just a bit too braggy, you know, just a bit too braggy. A lot of people saying Matt. A few people saying Damian. Damian. Craig. Damian. Matt. Craig. Damian. Matt. This isn't working, you guys. You guys are all saying... Okay, screw it. We're just gonna... 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ooh. Was that Hugo or Damien? Okay. We're going with Damien. Here we go. Oh, this is like his little... Okay, this is like his little profile. That makes sense. He's answered all the same questions. With different answers, I might add, that were not available to me. Let's, How do you do? I've finally decided to join this, information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I will try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter. On a Friday night, I'm most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while I taxidermy my newest specimens, and if I had one thing to take with me on a desert island, it would probably be a coffin. My turn-ons are the pronouncing of the word bosom correctly, and what did I want to be when I grew up? Well, a bat, I suppose. What's your favourite movie genre? Foreign art house horror, of course, and my ideal date would be, well, it would be night-time. We're at an industrial darkwave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts, and... well... Finally, I would never leave my home without an upside-down cross, and I spend a lot of my time thinking about mortality salience. Well, if you like what you see, send me a letter. Damian Blood March. Are we doing this? We're really doing this? This isn't really my scene. Not really... I mean... We're gonna get one shot at this. Like, might as well explore the options. This message. Damian seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting, and... I don't know. I think I should hang out with him, get to know him a little better. At least figure out what I'd be getting into if I explored it further. Just... Hey Sonia, you've appeared. What, you like the thought of Damian? You're looking at the screen. Did you vote for Damian? I have no idea what you're into, Sonia. Okay. I navigate to Damian's Dadbook page and I type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I finally see that Damian is typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee. I sip my coffee, and the computer finally dings. Jeez, Joey, I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter. For, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Okay, there's more. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours, humbled, D. Bloodmarch. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda.
Huh.
Amanda pops out of her room. Her eyes are a little puffy, almost as if she's been crying. Hey, are you alright?
I'm fine.
What? That was what? That was a natural voice line. Oh, yeah, totally. I'm cool. I just found out that the succulent I've been watering and singing to for the last 3 months was actually made out of plastic. Even the dirt was fake. Oh. Well, honey, you have to kind of tell me what's actually wrong, though. Why are you lying to me? I'm not. I'm perfectly fine. Alright. I don't believe her, but I'll let it go for now. Can you help me with something? Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No, no. Can you interpret this for me?
Huh.
I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damian's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids get over... Well, they got over saying lol and LMAO or whatever and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming I can't say the word. Debutante bull, whatever. Debut cow. Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you will never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you?
Huh.
Like the first 5 pages and I read a review of the movie. Still got a B though. Great, so what do I say to Damian? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards, Joey. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I guess that's that. Okay. I make the short walk over to Damian's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor, estate. The Gothic architecture looms up above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and I look around for a doorbell. Doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. Okay, I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. A little creepy, but I enter the home, take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall, of course. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello? I'm regretting my choice on Dadbook. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? And where's Damian? Joey, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and he's standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. What's with the door slamming shut?
Oh.
Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right?
Ah.
Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damian leads me around his house, showcasing his parlour, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlour again for some reason. This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that both historically accurate to the Victorian period, while also being equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past the door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. They listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, more to see, more to see. We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damian opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor to ceiling arch windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damian, clearly proud of this room. Look at the butterflies. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. Pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ah, the pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Look out the window. I walk to the window and I'm greeted by a beautiful view of Damian's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn, doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn! Did you know that Victorians spend at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Well, I'll pick up one of these books as well. You know, Jerry, in the... May I call you Joseph? In the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths in life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and I read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
What?
Okay, I think that's enough. Damian snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's a rare book from my private collection. Please, will you join me for tea? I followed it. Okay, I need to. I couldn't just move past that. I couldn't just ignore that and blank that. That was weird. Regather myself. Ground myself in my dad ways. I follow Damian to his sitting room, where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damian pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damian smiles to himself. What?
Oh.
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of the day that the working class had to enjoy the tea, and of course the height of the tables on which they are served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damian takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. I like your cape. It's a cloak, actually, but thank you. Victorian fashion is very important to me. pull it off quite well. I could pull it off too. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Regardless of my historical leanings, it's very important to me to present myself well. It has taken a long time to come up with a style that's both true to form and representative of myself, and well, I'm very happy with how I dress. I do get some strange looks, yes, but it's something that brings me a great deal of joy, so I don't mind. To be able to wake up in the morning, pick from my closet a variety of cloaks, waistcoats, top hats, and even binders at a period appropriate feels amazing. Do you wear binders too? Okay, I'm liking this guy more and more. You wear top hats?
huh.
You do not? What got you so interested in goth stuff?
Ah.
Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city?
Huh.
Sorry? Haha, did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course, but it's, you know, a song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. That sounds delightful. Well, nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion, and what started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of, well, an obsession, you'd say. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? Well, I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea.
Ah.
I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would admittedly be quite horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same.
Huh.
Tell me, Joey, do you have any hobbies yourself? Oh man, I do. I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff, though. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and, quite honestly, rather attractive. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Over some afternoon tea. Quick, sounds sophisticated. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. Soap is an important advancement in modern society, getting rid of germs and stuff. I would say that the people who make soap are the true heroes. Honestly, to watch them work, it's an honor.
Ah.
I tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctor for rashes, which I guess goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals. We finished our tea and finger sandwiches.
Oh.
Come, I have but one more thing to show you. Wow. Damian takes me around the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it, and butterflies are flitting lazily through the air.
Ah.
My garden. It's beautiful, man. Thank you.
Oh.
Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously.
Oh.
You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damian leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off of a vine.
Ah.
Lilium bulbiflorum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze? The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favourite type of flower? Oh! Sunflowers are happy and good. They remind me of the sunshine, and then you can also eat them. What a practical choice. My stomach grumbles. Man, now I want sunflower seeds. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. What? He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damian down the footpath and I admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings.
Huh.
Oh, Joey, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised that it's not rotary. Go for it.
Huh.
Damian smiles and he walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. I'm talking like him now. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then died. Oh hey! A gargoyle! Oh no, don't touch the gargoyle!
Fix that guard.
Okay, obviously we need the body piece. Oh gosh, that's fine. That goes there. That does not go there. It's obviously this thing that goes there. No, I meant the other way round, of course. No, that's the back, obviously. That's the head. That goes on top. Okay. I mean, that looks like that should be the... How do I... Oh, I flip it up. Oh. There we go. That makes more sense. I got it. Flip that the other way. Wait, flip that again. Like that. Lovely. We're doing this. This is fine and good and cool. Success. That was a close one. Here he comes. Everything's fine. Oh wait, he looks upset.
Ah!
Joey, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to. I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damian worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian. What's wrong? He appears to have... Well, his teacher needs me to come to the school. Post haste. Do you need help? Oh, no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together.
Huh.
You're right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure in having another parent by my side. Let's go. Jamie and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey, Damian, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damian's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
Huh.
What is it this time? What is it this time? This... Damian, you have to see to believe. Damian and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement. They don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements, though. We find another teacher in a boiler room, tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucio and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucio. Did I say Lucio? Lucien and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucien has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around.
Huh.
What happened here? Ernest punched me. You soon tried to kill me.
Oh my.
The room feels silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa, wait a second. Lucien, did you try to... Cask of Amontillado, Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damian and whisper to him. What's cask of Amontillado? It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down into his cellar with the promise of wine and fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall.
Oh.
It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually gonna leave him there. What was the thought process here? Ernest was just gonna sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally, and that sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad,
Whoa!
It took you 20 minutes, son. We just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse. Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then read a review of the movie.
What?
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damian and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucian high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damian and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window, angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son, it's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you and I can see that you're struggling, so if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too.
Huh.
Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want your own car. Can't believe Damian's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. I love you, son. Lucian continues staring out the window. Love you too. Love you too. Love you too. I can't get the voice right because he's going to be grumpy but also happy. Love you too. There we go. We spent the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, runs inside.
Oh.
I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright, and all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's a silver lining.
Oh.
There is that, yes. I really admire how you handled that, Damian. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favours. It really does. You're a good dad. See you around soon? It would be my honour, and my pleasure. Damian bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home and find Amanda curled up on the couch, with a blanket, watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo, what you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. I hate the show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watched them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a two-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular size house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? Got strange. I mean, we had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he tried to... He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of refined vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right? How did you... Has everyone read the story except for me? Lucian livestreamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That That Damian guy's a character, but really good company and surprisingly a diplomatic dad.
Ah.
I dig his style. You know what? Me too.
That was the jammiest bits of jam. I'm not quite sure what that one means. I read it in an article once about the Victorian era.
What? What? Okay, my bonding was very high. The dad snark was getting there. Bat. Didn't know a thing or two about Victorian or afternoon tea. Basement had handled that situation decently. I was there, I suppose. My dad points, of course, 564,000. My daddy points, though, 282,000. Could have been a better daddy. Total score, rank A. Pretty happy with that. What is going on? What? Okay. I will click to continue.
Hello there, fella.
Well, while I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. Wonder if we've got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple letters on a large yellow envelope through the slot. Takes a couple tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. Huh. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. Kinda busy right now, can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big yellow envelope we got from HIA.
Alright.
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back, of course.
Yeah.
Father, please! I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth if you can... Okay. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it.
Ah.
And the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Good? Bad? Oh. I mean, it's okay if you didn't...
Alright.
I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview and your photography is incredible.
Oh.
Wait, Dad,
Oh.
I know this one's really expensive and it's so far away, and I think for a moment HIA was one of the more expensive schools that she applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work, Manda Panda.
Hmm?
Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie. We're celebrating tonight. Dinner. Your choice. Wherever you want. Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor here. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple girl. Just give me a Rito with a view. Can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and we watch the ships sail lazily through the bay. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID. And Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know. I'm just excited. Oh, did I mention the students get their own studio space once they're seniors, and we get all the professional we get all the software for free, Dad. And it's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but wish she wouldn't do it between bites of her burrito. Thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's going to be. You take a survey online, and they match you with someone with a similar major and interest, and I bet we're going to be best friends. And Craig and I were. Good roommate can be a lifelong friend, you know. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. We spent the semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled.
Yeah.
Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying that you need one, and I bet you could forge one, and I think I'll get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Will the snake eat the rabbit, though? Okay. I think I'll leave that all up to you. She's so excited, I don't want to disappoint her, but just need to be real for a second here. So, you know I had that talk with Mr. Vega, right? He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on the good news here, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money, honey. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. Pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's gonna be some treacherous ice roads to cross. Don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're grown up now and you're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and I just kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo.
Huh.
Love you too, Pops.
Welcome. You've got dads.
And I think that's where we're going to leave the stream for today. Good place to end it there, I think, and we've only got 5 minutes left anyway, so... Oh man, thanks for watching, guys. That was awesome. That was more than I expected, and different to what I expected. I'm glad that they didn't go the whole, like, lol, so random, two dads dating. All these relationships, all these characters actually felt mildly believable. I mean, they were exaggerated. Obviously, characters like Damian and stuff, a bit exaggerated, but still, it was good. It was good. And I love the inclusion. Anyway, we're gonna go on a little 5-minute ad break here while I read out your messages from today. I want to thank everyone for showing up, for bearing with this. I know this was different. I know this was different without Fiona here, but you know, it's just me on my own sim. But I think this was a good game to just talk about and just do by myself. I think it was a good little story. Kind of regretting my choice of going with Robert originally, but hey, you gotta live a little sometimes. Eggplant emoji, exactly. Here we go. Right, let's read out your lovely messages, so shall we? So, first of all, thank you so much for embracing the daddies today. That was very, very funny. I'm glad that you got to experience that donation sound. Oh man, I recorded that just to annoy Fiona, but it's kind of taken on a life of its own. Anyway, thank you. 8 minutes ago, UDF2AA Thane, I can't pronounce your name, but you subscribed, so thank you for that. And thank you to Gosi23, who resubbed for 3 months and says, "Go Zoey, you're good at daddying." Thank you for the bits from QDisa Cutie, I think. Little African Purple Kai Butt in a Butt all subscribed, and Butt in a Butt also donated to say, "I've sent my birth certificate and adoption papers to your PO box." Thank you for that. Bada bing, bada bang. Karabi and Ducati38 subscribed, thank you. So did Weezy Weasel. Some kind of feckin' arsehole said, well, they donated the whole Darth Plagueis meme thing. I don't think we need to repeat that. Thank you to the subscriptions from Imperfect. I like that. It's imperfect. Yeah. And Mustaurin. Really Not Hamster donated to say, hey Zoe, Princess Mushrooms and somehow a dad now. That is cool. What do you think of Metopia? Again, that is something that it just completely passed me by. I forgot that was coming out. And I really did enjoy Tomodachi Life. So maybe giving that a go next month. Might see it on a stream. You never know. Thank you to Talkmatic for the daddy. It says, boy, this game sure makes parenthood sound funny. We'll leave that in the past. Thrashy subscribed. Dave7118. Thank you for that. Time to meet some dads. Some kind of fucking arsehole. Why are you guys calling me father? That got weird. That was that weird period. Resubscription from Sarcastic Recluse and Turinqui and Timbo-tastic. Timbo-tastic says, go get a hot dad. Junderland, sorry, but I just... I love you, Zoe, but not that much. Okay, fine. Whatever. Solomon Prime has resubbed for 20 months. And Daniel Olivau. I think that gets us up to speed. Thank you to all of those things. Thank you to all of the things. So many things. That's a lot of things that happened on the internet today. Eh? Good. Right. Anything else to talk about? Well, we got 2 minutes left on the outbreak here. No. But, yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for joining. Don't know if we're continuing that next week. It would feel weird to dump Fiona right in the middle of halfway through a dad story. But I also don't think it would be good enough to just start over again with Fiona's choices. I feel like that would do a lot of repetition there, so I'm not really sure if we'd do that again. Fiona will probably be here next Saturday. She's still away for a few more weeks, but when we reach the kind of mid-August point, things should all return back to normal. So I apologise if things are a bit... like, you don't know who you're getting, you don't know what you're getting, you don't know what game and stuff. Like, you know, obviously I'm not able to do Dying Light with her when she's not here and stuff like that. I know some people are expecting that. Streaming on Tuesday, possibly. Depends. Fiona can, like I said, Fiona's got a super busy weekend. She can only make it back for a couple of days this week. So if that is the day that she comes back, then I probably won't be streaming because I want to spend time with her. That just makes sense. We've got Nazi coming up next. Rapidly running out of things to say. As always. Fiona sends her love. I haven't called her in a while. I should call her after the stream. Just tell her that I became a dad. That will confuse her. Didn't actually call her earlier. That was a joke. I hope that was well received. 60 seconds left. Just... Oh, Sonia says hi. Sonia's here. She was meowing earlier, very close to the mic, but it still didn't pick it up. So she has to... I don't know. You guys have always asked for a Sonia meow, but I think it's just at a certain cadence. There's something to a cat's meow that just doesn't quite pick up on the mic. Or at least her meow.
Hello?
Hello. Any advice for aspiring dads? The puns. The puns have it. The puns are where it's at. For example, hold on, let me channel my inner dad again. I am extremely happy that I got to broadcast this for you guys today. Stream. Yeah. Bye!